for having me.
Anytime. Who are you and what do you do?
Who am I? Ask myself that every day. I'm Phil Mataras, founder of the ARIO network. And yeah, we call ourselves a permanent cloud network because we're built on top of Arweave, which is a decentralized storage platform.
Yeah.
Different than some other ones in a sense. Arweave, it's simple. You pay one time to store that data indefinitely.
Yeah.
So we're a network built on top. And we basically provide all the capabilities to get your data in and out of Arweave, right? ARIO.
Okay.
So it's kind of like AWS, but built on this permanent foundation and decentralized and permissionless. So, ARIO network supports uploading data, accessing it, indexing, querying. We have a domain name system.
Nice.
So a lot of different services that really enliven Arweave, which is, the hard drive,
Yeah.
and make it easy for devs to build modern applications.
Awesome. Who does ARIO solve a problem for, right? Like, what type of customer do you have
Yeah,
that would really benefit from that? Because I know what Arweave does, but then again, you have to be a hardcore coder really to kind of...
that's both a pro and a con for us, right? So it's data storage.
Yep.
Very broad.
Yes.
Who is a customer? Someone who needs long-term preservation of their information in an immutable way that doesn't require upkeep.
Yeah.
Someone who needs that information to be globally replicated, not for a customer who's like, I need my data to live in one region.
Yeah.
And it's a public blockchain, right? So it's not necessarily for a customer who needs private data. Now you can do things like encrypt it and store it, but it's first and foremost a public immutable data lake. So who do we see using it? I think one of the strongest fits early on for NFTs.
Right.
And that's still something I know NFT markets. I don't know if you consider them hot or not.
I'm a big fan of like the tech.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and I don't think it's going anywhere. What I'm not fan of is like a picture of a monkey costing $100,000, right? And they should be separated.
Yeah.
And I think I heard Olaf from Polychain saying, like, NFTs for him is the idea of me sending my key to my car to my sister who's visiting my apartment while I'm out of town, right? Yeah. The proof of 101, where it's just like, hey, there's the keys, right? Yeah. And then she's able to access it with her phone.
Yeah.
I think extremely fundamental tech.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, and I'm not much of an NFT speculator, but one of the things again that we've seen and continually happens is artists will create an NFT, a token, they'll store it in Amazon S3 or some single repository, and then that goes down, or they forget to pay the bill, and now that NFT is referencing the monkey or whatever, but it doesn't exist anymore. It's a 404 non-found.
Right.
So, for example, earlier this year there was Nike's, I think they were called Clone-X and the Animus collection.
Yeah.
It was stored on Cloudflare. The developer, the project itself, I think had kind of, exiting a little bit.
Yeah.
And the policy changed on Cloudflare, and all of those images that people had paid lots of money for to own went down. So now, you go to OpenSea, you were getting, no images found. So, we came in, we helped them basically migrate all of that collection.
Right.
And now those images are immutable, spread around the world, can't be changed. So NFTs was always like one of the first use cases.
Yeah.
But that's just one of them. So another one is like Oracle data.
Yeah.
So we work with teams like Redstone who are backing up all their price feeds through our network.
Nice.
Or, other platforms like Kive Network who are actually archiving other chains.
Yeah.
Right? Because not every blockchain keeps that full state. A lot of chains will prune, past histories. So we see networks like Kive, taking that data, settling it through the ARIO network. We provide the capability to obfuscate payments.
Yeah.
So Arweave itself, you have to pay in the Arweave token if you want to like upload it directly to the network.
Yeah.
90+% of all data through Arweave comes through the ARIO network, and we support all different token types. So sure, you can pay in Arweave, but you can pay in Solana, ETH, Base.
Nice.
For the Kive network, we integrated their own token as a payment. So we're trying to provide this kind of utility for other other teams that may need it. And yeah, AI is another big topic that has come up, and whether it's the inputs, the outputs, the LLMs themselves, all of those are being stored in teams like Inference Labs, Ocean Protocol. They're not just storing the data, but they're also running nodes on our network so they can access it and have full sovereignty over that information.
Fantastic.
So just a few examples.
You've worked with Meta, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, that was again more in like back in the NFT hype, but they were looking for a solution for long-term preservation for their Instagram NFTs, and a lot of my team's background is in the enterprise space.
Right.
So when they came to us, they had really strong, strict requirements for security and service availability. So basically, the uploading capabilities of the ARIO network, we built to serve them. This is in, I think, the end of 2022 was when they're in their heyday for Web3 projects. So we had partnered with them to handle all of their Instagram uploads.
Nice.
I think it was 2023 they stopped all the Web3 projects and moved on to AI. But all of those Instagram NFTs are still there and will continue to be there for in perpetuity.
Nice.
So that was part of my founder journey of dealing with the big enterprise, trying to winning them over, and then them moving on to other things.
I think it was more so a business decision than a product decision, right? It was just like
they were very happy with what we're giving them.
I mean, the markets are maturing, but the stigma still exists, right? Like, even if it's a solid project that solves a problem, it's like, but you're crypto and there's a token. And that's the bane of my existence. I work in marketing, trust me.
And it's something we're continually trying to educate people on, like why the token, why digital identity, why it's important to have your own keys. But also trying to bridge out to Web 2 or people like my mom, who just wants to store something for a really long period of time so their grandkids can see it or can pass that along.
Is that part of the vision and mission, which is to be clear about the question? We're going to go and compete with the likes of Dropbox or Google Drive, so it's a very seamless user experience. Abstract away a lot of the chain stuff. Eventually,
that's definitely.
From a business. Sorry, apologies for interrupting.
Okay.
If not at a retail level, at least at like an institutional or industrial level, right, where it's like corporates can go in.
I think it's harder to get those corporates, right? It involves longer sales cycles. But the vision is for what we call the permaweb, a permanent web, right? It sits alongside the current web, and it functions the same way as the current web. In a sense, they're websites and they're really fast and easy to use. But you have things like digital identity, right? You have things like location independence of content. That same file that you access from, this location exists here, all the same way. It has this aspect of verifiability. So that data you can not just verify, this is stored on Arweave and permanent, but this is the same thing that the creator had uploaded, right? It's the same bytes. And that's, I think, even more important now that we have AI and just content creation is just getting faster and faster, and it's easy to spoof things that might not be real. So who do you trust? Where's the source of provenance? Anything that's uploaded through ARIO, it's timestamp, tamper proof, and has a clear record of provenance to that digital identity that uploaded.
Where are you guys seeing the most amount of appetite, I suppose, is the question. Like, where is the volume of customer coming from, where it's like, we're really seeing like a product market fit. We're solving this fundamental problem. And do you say Kive was the name of the...
Kive, they're a network
of
that
networks.
archives other chains.
So
that kind of can almost consider like a layer zero. I don't know if that's the right word for other chains. I think that's a fit. Obviously, we talked about NFTs, and we have partners like Metaplex on Solana, Manifold, Ethereum. They're all leveraging ARIO network to upload and access. Solana Mobile, right? Another team that's storing all their mobile apps, through us. Are these real product fits? I don't know. It's kind of like a bunch of different fits. We're still really to me, there's nothing clear like, oh yeah, this is the ultimate answer for this industry.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think it's because it's data storage. It could apply to so much.
So much.
We actually originally started talking about Dropbox UX.
Yeah.
How I started in this space, or with ARIO and what we're doing now, was an app called AirDrive, simple Dropbox app,
Right.
that anyone can use to just upload, download, and share your files.
Got it.
Because I had previously worked in a big four, accounting firm doing IT, all this complicated.
My condolences. Me also. Well, we've got out. Congrats.
I won't name four-letter company.
Okay. Mine was 2.
So I was doing very technical things, hard to explain to people, and I was like, I just want to make a product that, I just explained it to them in 2 seconds. It's easier to explain AirDrive and the power of like, you're just storing it one time. You don't have to pay for it, and it'll be there. That's kind of how I started. And we saw other opportunities for an entire network of gateways that support apps like AirDrive and beyond. Okay.
What if there was a closing note to the broader community? Firstly, where can they find you? By the great domain. If it's ar.io, I don't know. I don't know if it was available, but
it was kind of like we found the great domain and named everything after it.
Okay.
Because it's almost like .co.uk, or like it's almost like a top level domain.
Yeah.
And we have what we call RNS, the Arweave name system.
Yeah.
And what it effectively enables you to do is you can upload your data, and that could be an LLM, it could be a data set, it could be your personal site, blog, website, or your app, and you could assign it an RNS name. So now, let's say AirDrive, for example.
Yeah.
You can access it AirDrive.ar.io, AirDrive.arweave.net, AirDrive. Any of the 700 plus gateways that are on the network.
Right.
So I think, talking about ARIO versus maybe like other domain name, services like .e, for example, that's not an actual top level domain.
Yeah.
Like ARIO as the name of the network and an actual place that you can host your data out of is something that's important to us. And I would encourage anyone who's listening to just try it out.
Okay.
And again, you don't need to get any tokens to use AirDrive. Right. You can top up with your credit card, or to use RNS.
Okay.
You can again pay with a credit card. Sure, you can also pay with other cryptocurrencies and whatnot, but we're trying to make it really easy for just anyone to come along.
I like this naming service convention that you guys have created. So it's like host, store, like I can make payment, receive payment, everything?
No, so some of those things like receiving payments, if you're a gateway operator, right, you're incentivized to run this software, and we're exploring things like, X402 and some of these new payment standards to accept micropayments outside of the protocol rewards that we give the gateway operators.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say, there's a...
Can I connect a wallet to the domain?
Can you? Well, yeah. So so your wallet, just like in
that's what I meant by to receive. Like, can I?
So 100% in that.
So I can host and receive.
RNS, exactly. It's both your identity and
the wallet.
Your identity is a wallet, but it's your place to host things. Just like if you were to buy a domain from GoDaddy, it could be your identity, your email address, but you can host things out of. And in the case of RNS, you can use the ecosystem wallets to send tokens to your RNS name and all that.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And looking forward to catching up soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. Thank you again.